Everybody has 24 hours. The challenge is how best can we make use of these 24 hours to eat, sleep, learn, play and have fun with family and friends. A timetable can be of great help. A good timetable not only makes us disciplined, but it also helps us to achieve our goals. A timetable also helps you to get rid of the panic before exams. Let's not waste time in making weekly or monthly timetables. Instead, let's make a general yearly timetable format. This is our timetable format. First of all, block your school timings. Now, block time for your day-to-day activities like having breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc. Block your study time. That's the most important part. Make sure that you study at those times when you are the most energetic. Like a lot of us are more active during the early morning hours, while a lot others are more productive during the evening hours. So depending on when you feel that you would be the most productive and most energetic, prefer studying during those times. Do not study at a stretch. So definitely block some time for short breaks between your study hours. Block 10 to 15 minutes before sleep when you can quickly recap whatever you have learned throughout the day. So these 15 minutes not only helps to increase your concentration power, but it also helps you to retain whatever you have learned that day and remember that for a longer period of time. It is also important that you make your timetable interesting. And how can you do that? By adding some time, by blocking some time for extracurricular activities on day-to-day basis. Now you can utilize these time to take up any of your hobbies or passion, like maybe you can take up a sport or music or anything that interests you. Last but not the least, keep some buffer or block some buffer time in your timetable, because your timetable is not only about studying and doing your day-to-day activities. It is also about socializing. Sometimes you might need to attend a birthday party or go out for a movie or go out for a family get-together. So definitely keep some buffer time in the timetable. So we have made a timetable, but the most crucial part of this timetable is the study time. And you are the owner of the study time, because it is you who's going to study. So as per your needs, as per your comfort, you will have to design the study time. Now, the success of the study table will partly depend upon how best can you use the study time. So let us discuss a few points that will help you to effectively use this study time. First of all, prioritize the subjects. Let's say, for example, you have your chemistry exam tomorrow. So obviously, you will have to plan your study time today in such a way that you have more number of hours for chemistry. Because obviously, you want to study chemistry before chemistry exam, right? So prioritizing subject is very important. Point number 2. Include mix of subjects in your timetable on day-to-day basis. Now, let's say on the general days when you do not have an exam or a project work. So at that time, do not study just one subject completely in one day. Instead, include 2 to 3 subjects for one day, so that you get some variety and you learn new things from different subjects. So that helps. Point number 3. Give more time to more difficult subject. Now see, everybody is different. Maths might be the most difficult subject for me, but physics might be the most difficult subject for you. So I need to spend more time in maths. Similarly, you need to spend more time on physics. So depending upon our own needs and depending upon our own weakness, we need to spend more time to the more difficult subject. Point number 4. This is very important. Set realistic targets. Now, what do I mean by targets? For example, today when I plan my study time, I decided that okay, today I will complete one chapter of physics in 1 hour. So that's my target. Now, let's say that I am somebody who generally takes more time in solving numericals of physics. So having known that, now when I actually start solving the questions for chapter 1, I see that it takes me almost 2 to 3 hours to complete that one chapter. So that means the target that I had set, that one chapter in 1 hour, that was not a realistic target for me. Right? So the target should be realistic as per you, as per your comfort, your ability, your speed. So always set realistic targets. Point number 5. Study equally throughout the year. That is, utilize this study time the same way throughout the year. Now, what generally happens is, In the beginning of the session, there is not too much of pressure in your school. Like the teachers do not teach a lot of new topics every day. So the pressure is kind of light. And the mistake which most of the students do is that they kind of waste time during the beginning of the session, and when the exams are very near, they suddenly get panicked because there are so many things to study, and you are kind of lagging behind. So one best way is utilize your study time the same way from very beginning. So even if your teacher has not taught a particular topic in school, what you can do is, with the help of exam fear videos, you self-study. You learn it on your own and you always stay ahead of your school. So there are two benefits to this. First of all, you will be well planned. I mean, when your exam time comes, you will be prepared with the entire syllabus. That is one benefit. The second benefit is that since you have already learned the topic yourself, now when the teacher is going to teach that topic in school, you have already learned it. So it is a kind of revision for you. And multiple revision rounds helps you to remember things for a longer period of time. So that's really going to help. Making a timetable is almost done. But do you know that now we have come to the more challenging part, that is, how do we follow this timetable? I really love this caption told by someone that planning is easy, starting is harder, and sustaining is the hardest. So what can we do, or what are the points which we can follow so that we can stick to this timetable? Because there is no point making a timetable if we are not able to follow it. First of all, place your timetable in a visible location in your room so that every time you come to your room, you can see that timetable, and seeing that timetable should motivate you to stick to it. Point number 2, do not procrastinate. Something which has been scheduled for today, do it today. Do not leave it for tomorrow. Point number 3, follow up every week. That is, you self-assess yourself at the end of the week and check if you have been able to stick to your timetable or not. Now let's say that if you see that due to some other reason you could not kind of achieve the targets that were given in your timetable. So in that case, first of all, try to compensate over the weekends. Now, if you feel that it is happening more frequently, that like most of the time you are not being able to stick to your timetable. So if that is the case, then this is time for you to re-look into your timetable. Maybe you have not created your timetable as per your needs. So you might need to make some changes to your timetable. And you will see it for yourself that after multiple iterations, you will yourself come up with a study table which is the best suitable for you. Now, in case you find that you have been very nicely able to stick to your timetable, so then that's the time to reward yourself. So give yourself stars, mark them with a pencil on your timetable, and once you cross 5 stars, do not forget to share that with us, so that we can let all other exam fearites know about your achievements and they can also get motivated by this. Last but not the least, make use of the 4-step learning process of examfear.com at its best. As you all know that you can watch the video lessons for free, you can ask your doubts for free, you can even revise the notes and take free online tests. So make use of these 4 steps at its best, and I'm sure that as this new session begins, each one of you will be making your own timetable and will also follow it. Thank you.